What's up? So I had some pretty bad net connection in the pretty much the last 3 weeks, and in fact, I didn't have connectivity for about 5 days. On days where I did have connection, it had frequent disconnects or just plain bad latency. So that I was even trying to download the episode or the fourth episode of Life is Strange, but the disconnects just prevented me from downloading the latest episode on the PS4. Also had some pretty bad latency. So as you can tell in online games, it's just a really not really a good thing. So the whole thing was a pretty bad experience. But right now, I think things have been sorted out unless something crazy happens again. So this is just going to be a very short video this time, and I didn't get to do this month's Crave Talk again because of that connection problem. But the main thing I wanted to talk about is something I'm sure some of you have heard about. So we're down to about, in World of Warcraft, we're down to around 5-ish million something subs based on the earnings call. And well, as with the previous video I did regarding the first sub loss for Warlords of Draenor, it's not really surprising. Well, my experience with Warlords of Draenor so far is, I did explain it before, the burnout I felt and maybe the lack of content. But right now, I'm having, I guess, an okay time with Tanaan. I do jump into Hellfire Citadel once in a while, and I enjoy my rogue right now and Battlegrounds. But I guess for most people, Draenor has it's just been mostly just fluff, appearing to be huge, but not really much going on. Like I mentioned in my previous sub-loss video, Blizzard hasn't done much to save the expansion, which is why they're announcing the next one at Gamescom. So that's in about a day or two, or pretty soon anyway. It would be surprising, or it wouldn't be surprising if the actual expansion comes out much earlier than observed in previous expansion cycles. Now, I'm sure the official forums and other sites are all afire with opinions and spite. But let's look at what Blizzard mentioned in the earnings call. Looking at the article from Business Wire, which I will leave a link in the description below, it seems that Blizzard and Activision are pretty much happy with where they are in terms of their whole portfolio, their whole lineup of games. They lost revenue in terms of subs from their main MMO, their only MMO, but they gained profit from other services and their other games. So from a business perspective, you can't really blame the company. Let's not fool ourselves that it's about putting food on the table. It's really about Blizzard and Activision just pushing profit upwards and making sure they can earn as much as possible in all areas, in all games, in all services that they offer. So, they seem to be doing well, but sadly at the cost of some things, and in this case, it's World of Warcraft. You can see it in Draenor. I mean, I don't have to remind you of the video I did or in other videos or other articles about Draenor. Draenor basically had its fun moments, but it looks like a lazy and half-baked effort. It's just like some of the other games that have been released lately. You don't get everything, but if you want the bling, the other stuff to do, and the coolness effect, there's always the cash shop you can check out. Cha-ching. So, well, again, looking at the Business Wire article, other than the mention of an upcoming expansion, there's nothing there that hints at reparations for what they did or what they forgot to do or intentionally forgot to do for World of Warcraft. I know it was an earnings call, but some positive plan turnaround for the next one would have been appreciated. I mean, you see the attention being given to the rest of the portfolio rather than the product, a product they have right now that is, basically hurting. Now, I just want to quote the CEO of Activision Blizzard. So he says, "Our strategic focus on expanding our franchise portfolio with captivating and original new intellectual property, innovating on new platforms, and expanding onto new geographies is reflected in our results. We outperformed our Q2 targets and last year's results on revenues, digital growth, and earnings per share. These strong results and the excitement for our future games have driven us to raise our full-year outlook." So, to be honest, that just really doesn't look good for World of Warcraft. I mean, they might have something amazing soon for this MMO, but for those words he just said do not give confidence to the loyal fans of the game. Now, there are other rumors of leaked content for the next expansion, which may or may not include the South Seas, a new class, multiple zones and dungeons, and all that. And it sounds fun. It sounds like they're pushing for a big expansion. But if it's sorry, if it's they're really planning a big expansion to that, I'll see what I posted in the official forums. If it's a big thing they're planning, I hope it's something as huge as they had something huge as a point of reference. Not huge because of fluff, what they basically have in general right now, but because there is something really of value there. I really hope they do justice to this game, and pretty soon. Anyway, I'm just glad to be back, to have a working net connection, and here's to hoping things will get better for the game. I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.